cutting wallpaper and wrapping paper in big, huge rolls, getting clean lines and edges to make covers and pages for my junk journals. How'd I do it? Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm here with some wallpaper and some wrapping paper, and I'm going to show you how I cut it, and I'm not getting all wrapped up in it. It has made the production line happen so much better, so much faster. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with wrapping paper, and I've already done about 20 covers out of this one. So we're going to move on to these. So what I'm going to do, I'm using a square. I got this from my husband's tools, and he knows it. And we are going to go ahead and use it to cut our paper. No scissors needed. So we're going to go ahead. I've already squared off this edge. So I'm going to square down here. Want to make sure that you're even down here and at the side. And I'm going to mark. Okay, so we have 20 inches there. So I make my covers 9 by 12 or 9 by 9. So I can cut 2 9-inch that way. So I'm going to measure 12 inches on this side, mark it just at the edge, and then I'm going to move my paper down, come down, line up with my mark, and square off the bottom down here. I'm going to reach up, hold on, and I'm going to rip, and I'm going to hold really tight down at the bottom because that's the one place that I've had trouble. And there I have a nice clean edge. It is ripped, which I actually like. If you need to have a scissor cut edge, this might not be the way you want to do this. But so one more, we'll go ahead, we'll mark it at 12 inches. We'll roll it on down, come along, and here we go. So you can see how fast this could go. Okay, gotta hold it down though, Julie. There you go. So I would normally go ahead, today I would probably just go ahead and finish out this roll and have it ready to rock and roll. I will also be having covers in the Etsy shop. So the next thing that I do is I come in, okay, so now we've cut our 12 inches, so that's going to be our width of my journal. And of course you could do this for other things. If you wanted to use wallpaper or wrapping paper for other projects, you could do this for that also. So I'm just lining it up, and I'm going to mark it at 9 inches. So we're going to go ahead, square it up, and tear. And that gives me a cover. So then I just go ahead and I fold it and have it ready. Okay? And I have a paperweight that I use to hold them down because they still have the roll from the being on the roll. They still want to roll. Okay, so I'm going to cut another one. So I'm going to mark it at 9 inches. Go ahead, move it down, square it up. So then you could do the same thing with your 12-inch paper that maybe you want to put on the inside of this, or you can use a 12-inch paper and fold it up and have a 3-inch pocket. So those are two things that I would do. So there I have my covers. So and then we have the little piece, and this would be great for like a snippet or something like that. Okay, so next we're going to have our wrapping paper. This is wrapping paper from Michael's. I believe they still sell the real small rolls like this. I actually like it. It's so manageable and great for paper crafts. And usually they will have it to match, you know, the other things that they have in the store. So we are going to cut these at 8 inches. And so I'm going to mark it at 8 and I'm going to mark it at 16. I cut my wrapping paper 8 by 8 because it'll fit in either journal, unless I'm cutting wrapping paper to be inside the cover. So this I'm cutting to be paper inside the journal. So we just go to the mark line, square it, and pull. Okay, so there we have that. And then go ahead and roll that up, let it go. And so just like we did the wallpaper, we're going to come in and we're going to measure 8 inches this way. And we should get 2 out of this in this direction. So we get 8 inches and we get 8 inches. And which is really cool. We'll get 2 8 by 8 squares out of this piece. Now for this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to square it up this way because it's really hard to square with only that much area. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just carefully tear it just about an inch at a time, and that will give me my square. Okay, so you can, with these you can fold them or you can just keep them in 8 by 8 pieces, because if you wanted to make an envelope out of them, because it's, you know, perfect paper for that, or you wanted it to be a page. The thing is you've made your wrapping paper manageable, and so I think that's awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to bring in the large wrapping paper. So we have this big piece of wrapping paper. We are still going to use our square, and we are going to line it up. And again, it's wrapping paper, so we are going to mark it at 8 inches. And we are going to go ahead and pull it over. But you notice that we have, Houston, we have a problem. The top of our paper, let's pull this down so you can see that. The top of our paper is, doesn't have the level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my level and I'm going to move it this way. Okay, I'm going to still line it up and I'm going to move it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to take a second square, not a level, a square, second square. Make sure we're squared up down here. Squared, squared. Okay, and put it down, and then we're going to do the same thing. So using 2 squares, we're able to cut this this paper with way less headaches, right? I'm going to use the big side because I can go ahead and mark a bunch of these. So we're going to go multiples of 8, 8, 16, 24. So all of our marks are able to be done. We're still able to use on this short, we can use this short piece. So we got an 8-inch piece, pull it down, find our mark, square it up, pull it down, find our mark, square it up, pull it. Okay, fold that and we'll be able to use that in something. And we've got these for much more, I believe, much more manageable piece. So, of course, you could do 12 by 12. You could cut it so that it's going to back a napkin. I think you will be able to do with this, this way of doing it. So, what do you think? Was this a good idea? Is this something you already do? Do you have 2 squares so you can cut the large pieces? I'm pretty excited. This makes things go very, very fast. And so I just wanted to share with you. Happy cutting up covers and papers using wrapping paper and wallpaper. I like things that make things easier. I hope this makes things easier for you. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye. Bye-bye.